Hi, everybody. How's it going? Welcome. Good to see you all. Hi. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everyone. Alex, Veronica, Color Cut, Cheryl, Quilt, KT, Jeff, Equus, Maria. Hey, Deb, Sonoma County, been raining all morning, girl. Hey, Jade. Hey, Bronze. It's sunny in Southern California, show off. How do you like my new little guy? He's not very happy. I thought that was so funny. You know, I collect gnomes, but most of them are in the backyard, but they do wear because of the weather. So this little guy's going to stay in here with me. No rain in Southern California. We had plenty of rain, though. Hi, Velma. Hi, Teresa. Look at that. Almost 900 in the room. That's what I'm talking, folks. That's what I'm talking. Hey, you guys, I just got a notice from Netflix. Some new shows coming out about a UFO crash in South America. It's just brand new. I'm going to watch it. Good morning, Connie. Well, Jeffrey, I taped the coronation, okay? And I wrote in my community what I was picking up. Oh, I forgot to put on some earrings. That's okay. You guys can live without me with earrings. And so the reason I taped it, and I'll be honest with you, it's just in case something happened, you know, some big event happened. Not that I was picking that up, but you never know. Maybe Prince Harry would stand up and say, a plague on both your houses. So he looked actually happy. But anyway, so I taped it and then I kind of went through it. Thank you, SQR. And I'm looking and I'm watching. First of all, of course, I fast forwarded a lot, but I can't stand the smirk on Camilla's face. Just do not like it. Now, you know, Camilla should have been the one with him. But due to he was supposed to have a virgin and all that stuff. And she helped him pick out Diana, which was really a sin what they did, you know, because they took this girl and he never really loved her in the first place. He bred a couple of children and then he was, you know, back with Camilla. But it was very heartbreaking for Diana because she was a Cancer. You know, Cancers get very upset. But she had this smirk on her face. I wanted to oops. It's like, why? In fact, a couple of times, it could be nervousness, but a couple of times I thought she'd bust out laughing. Almost like, look at me, everybody. And somebody wrote and said, well, you know, she got the pot of gold. Hello? Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, honey. She got the pot of gold, really? I mean, look at him. And he's kind of a grump, you know. He's an old Scorpio. And he's got, you know, I've looked up those fingers that he has. That's usually a sign of arthritis. There's nothing, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with his health. But I looked up her hump in her back. A lot of old women start getting that hump. and I put it on my community part of my page, the actual identification of what the medical term of what that is. But they find a lot of women don't live to be old that start developing that hump, which was very interesting because didn't we feel that he would leave because she was ill? But then I got something else. So I'm sitting there minding my own beeswax, yelling at the dogs, trying to pay attention to it. And oh my God, you know, Scorpios can be very serious, but he was sad. There was such a sadness to him. And I almost felt like he missed mommy. You know, here he is. He had really wanted to be here. He probably even asked her to step down while he still had some young youth to him. Now he's 74. He looked exhausted. And I felt a sadness. I almost felt sorry for him. And then while I'm looking at him, the guide that talks to me in my right ear, oh, thank you, Teresa. The guide that talks to me in my right ear said, a sword will pierce his heart. And I was like, whoa, okay. I'm trying to semi-figure out what does that mean? A sword will pierce his heart. I almost felt, and this is between us, this is entertainment purposes only, and I'll give it to you. I'm almost feeling it could either be because one, she goes before him, because I think he really loves her, even though we can't stand her. She was one of the most hated women in the world, in the world and in the UK. Hold on, let me get my banner. But then I felt maybe, I know this sounds weird, okay, but let me just tell you the flash, entertainment purposes only. I'm not saying this is going to happen because when I saw it, I went back in myself, like I didn't want to see it. But I'm almost feeling like some sort of hit on, I don't think it's Harry, I think it's William. I saw blood, a lot of it. So I don't know if this is like a terrorist action or what, but I'm just saying that it's not probably, they got a lot of stuff, but he might be in troubles and something happens. That's what I got. And I also felt Camilla was going to go down pretty hard. Not with assassination, just being sick. But that smirk on her face, you guys, I wanted to smack her upside her head. You know what I'm saying? Diana is in the realm. Diana is nothing but total love and peace. So is Queen Elizabeth. And Queen Elizabeth has a lot of regrets in human form, but she really thought duty was the right way. But this is what I say to Camilla. Anyway, Diana is in total peace and love. Let's see if we can pick her up, you guys. Diana, is there anything you guys want to tell? Diana, is there anything you want people to know? I actually see Queen Elizabeth getting along quite well with Diana in the realm. Oh, there's a lot of negative energy lingering on Queen Elizabeth, not from her, but from her ancestors. Sort of like a curse. I don't know what that means. Oh, I just got a hit. So Diana's telling me that there will be other nations leaving Great Britain. Charles will have to deal with this because I see Jamaica, I see Scotland, Ireland. I see other people saying, no, we don't want to be underneath you. And she loves her voice. Her heart is, she doesn't have a heart. Her spiritual energy is very upset, but it was written. I don't know what that means. That Harry and William don't get along. Now, William is a Cancer too. And he's He can be very spiteful, terrorizing at times even. He's out in public. He can be very cool, but there's a part of him that, I got another hit. Hello. Thank you, Diana. Diana's worried because he'll stick with his wife, but both the wife and him are not quite happy. She's a little bit resentful, but she keeps it inside. What sign is she? I think she's a Capricorn. I wrote Andre, and I asked him for our next time, it'll be on his channel, could he take a look-see at Prince Charles' chart and William? Anyway, I see she does duty, and she won't leave him, you guys. But I'm telling you, he's probably already got another babe on the side. That's what Diana was telling me. She said that there's a part of the father that he does, like he doesn't stick to the tried and true. He wonders. Oh, he's already, Debo says, ooh, girl. Hello. Where's Debo? She was just here. Here she goes. William has already cheated. I haven't heard nothing about that. I have not heard anything about that. She sends a lot of love. Okay, thank you, Diana. She said there will be peace between the brothers, but not for a while. I'm thinking William may go down. I don't know what the hell this is. It feels very cruel. And I see Camilla getting very ill. I've often said from the beginning of time, didn't I tell you guys? I often saw him stepping down because of Camilla. And the other thing I'm picking up is Justice Thomas having to step down because of Ginny. Even with all this stuff, he acts like he doesn't care. Ginny is flipping out, like cray flipping out. And I see him having to step aside. I think when a Democrat is back in office, he can't wait any longer. Okay, let's see what Marie has to say. Mario, sorry, Mario. I called you Marie. Yeah, did you see that blasé between, sorry, Mario, I'm just going to talk about this just a second more. I got to tell you something too, you guys. Tell me if you saw this. I saw Harry sitting, staring at Kate. He was staring at Kate a lot. And I've heard rumor, thank you, Fran. I heard rumor that, maybe she was kind of like crushing on him because he has a big personality. And, but she stuck it out with William. So, thank you, Karen. Whatever you guys give today, and I get half, I'm giving towards the baby. By the way, I just want you to know that our little angel, she sent a picture. I'll cut and paste it and send it on my community channel. He got his PICC line here, and he got his GI tube. So they're able to give him plenty of nourishment, and with the PICC line too. So Tammy, I'm going to tell you, I saw the way he was staring at Kate. I'm going to tell you right now, and I thought, I'd heard this rumor someplace, but I put it out of my head. I know he loves his wife, but interesting he was staring at her. Interesting. Let me ask you guys something. Let's just throw this out here. Think amongst yourselves. Do you think, let's say there is a crush going on. Do you think that William knows that she was crushing on Harry? She can't even protect Harry or talk good about him because he'll accuse her. Like, Harry can't be discussed. That's what I was getting. So that could be why he seemed so angry to me. Yes, thank you, Bob. Asa's doing good now. Monday's the big day. Monday's the big day. I'll be on Mel's show on Monday. You know it. at 11 a.m. Pacific is when he gets the cranial vault surgery, huge surgery. Okay, Mario, the Florida legislator and DeSatan have done so much bad to the state of Florida. I know you said Ron is going, but when? Yeah, and by the way, they just determined something with the voting, and he's crazy. Oh, and he was bragging that Disney has not said a word, so he's acting like he's winning. He's losing. Okay. Let's take a look. God, you know, and Mario, I heard people are leaving left and right. Teachers are out of there. Kids aren't going to college there. He will be leaving, okay? There's no chance, and please listen carefully. There's no chance in hell that he would win as president. Go ahead. Tell me what else. His heart is crooked. His energy is not well. And he thinks he's all that in a cup of tea. But what's going to happen is Florida is going to turn against him. Interesting. And I see some big lawsuits. I even see the Supreme Court voting against him. So he's going to do some stuff that he thinks he's entitled and he can't. So, yeah. I don't want you to worry. Okay, as far as when, you know, sometimes when is hard for me. The news in the world, which is... here's him being cut, Ace of Swords, which is usually the fall time. There's also some money issues they're going to find out about him. Underhanded. Boy, some of these Republicans, oh my God. And SCOTUS. So don't worry, he's going, but I can't tell you when. It might not even be till he runs for president and loses. I don't know when he's supposed to go up. Thank you, Cosmic. What did somebody say? Putting fingers okay, hold on. Liz said, putting fingers extremely abusive with his power, disgusting and so unethical. Are you talking about Charles? That's the one. Oh no, you're talking about DeSatan. Sorry, because you know Charles has thick fingers. Yeah, he's going to be taken out. This is interesting. And it is interesting that some of the viewers said that Camilla is Charles Beard. That has been a feeling I had. Is it shot through the head, my head as well? I don't know what Beard means, Charles Beard. They get along terrific. Listen, had the Queen and the Prince Consort given permission for Charles to be with Camilla, none of this would have taken place. But they fought him tooth and nail to where even Camilla said, let's sit down and figure out a woman that you should be with. And that's when they picked her. Poor kid. She was like a lamb, you know. What was I going to say? So, but the thing is, Camilla kind of showed her rear when she married. I remember thinking, if she just could have held out, maybe she was mad because Charles is a Scorpio and he probably was young and wanted to still move around. And she thought, I'll show you, I'll marry somebody else. Or she was thinking TikTok, she wanted children. I don't know, but that messed up the whole realm too. Me too, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. That messed up the whole realm too, was her marrying that guy and having children. And that was on top of everything else. She's a divorcee. Oh, Beard means gay. She is the cover. I didn't pick gay from Charles at all. But he is a mama's boy. He's sort of effeminate, but I didn't pick up gay. He might have had some stuff in military school, but so hi, lucky girl. Okay. MTG, Holly, and Grassley saying that Biden took bribes. It's a nothing burger, Lisa. This I read that and it's going nowhere because it can't be proven. They have no proof whatsoever. It's fake. I'll tell you what's getting ready to happen. Thanks to Jack Smith, some of these people are going to be considered seditionists. Some of these people are in huge trouble. And did you see George Santos talking at some event with his legs crossed, and he's gay and he tries to act like he isn't gay. But anyway, and that to me, that's worse. What a fraud. But he's not going to win again. I'm going to tell you. The only reason he's still there is because they're holding on to him. But he's going. He's going. Oh, that's a good one, Spirit Animal. Let's tap into him. He's missing. Oh, I got some hits on this too, you guys. Betweenst us, okay? I got to tell you, I got some hits. I could be totally wrong. First of all, he really put on a good front. He was smiling. He was, upbeat. I think today is a happy day because he gets to go home. I think it's his son's birthday. And he's extremely happy about that. But I'm feeling like his wife rules the roost. I could be wrong. There's a bit of passion and love there, but there's an anger in her that I had never felt before until today. She stands up for him. I think she's a Leo. And she will tear into you if you tear into him, but she'll tear into him too. So he's kind of a good boy for her. And he loves those babies and he adores her. It's interesting because he used to treat women, a little bit. Yeah, he was young. But she rules the roost. She rules the roost and she can really make everybody's life miserable. I hadn't picked that up before. I saw it today. But she's good to him too. It's weird. He knows she has his back. But there's a part of her you're careful. You're careful. So it's weird. He does everything he can to try to please her. That's what I got. I could be wrong. Okay. Oh, also, yeah, and let me tell you, Celtic, Meghan didn't stand up to the British establishment. She should have gone. She should have supported her husband and gone to the coronation. She, as much as she can be a bully and angry and stuff, she's also afraid of them. Remember, they don't have any security, none. He could have got on the plane and been shot. God forbid anything happened to Harry, because then that would be on the royal family. They lost Diana's son because they refused to pay for security. Kathy, I got to tell you something. This is what I saw. You guys just take it with a grain of salt, but I'm going to tell you what I saw. So I saw him going home to be with his family, very happy. I actually think they're going to have a party tomorrow for the baby. But I saw that eventually she leaves him. I see them breaking up. She might even meet someone else. And the kids are a little older by then. But I saw him sitting there thinking how he's lost his country, he's lost his wife. It was pretty sad. But he'll make a comeback. But anyway, listen, I wanted to show you guys this. I got a new book from Joy Harjo. Remember. She's our poet laureate Navajo. Remember the earth whose skin you are. Red earth, black earth, yellow earth, white earth, brown earth. We are earth. Beautiful drawings. Anyway, it's called Remember. U.S. Poet Laureate. Okay. So anyway, oh, I'm sorry. She's Muskogee. Why was it? Did I say Navajo? Sorry, Navajo was on my mind. She's Muskogee. Thank you, girlfriend. Muskogee, I believe, is the theme for my intro. Tell me if that's right. Okay. DeSatan is like Trump. Trump thinks he's still president after getting out of office, and DeSatan thinks he's already president because people started talking about him as a candidate. So he thinks. This guy's a nothing burger. I am not fearful at all about DeSatan. I was a little fearful about Trump. And then sure enough, he got in. But I'm not fearful about DeSatan. Oh, that's nasty. Yeah, that's a good one. Prince Andrew was there. Prince Andrew's got a mean attitude. You know, of course, he was Mama's favorite, but he's got a mean attitude like William. William can be very nasty. I don't know why I saw that. I wished I hadn't, but I saw it energetically. But Prince Andrew is just Fergie's around him a lot still. He's being good. He misses his mom. He kind of came at Charles like demanding something. I don't know what this is. And Charles just said, never mind. I think Camilla doesn't like Andrew. And if she don't like Andrew, then Charles doesn't get the go ahead to give him anything, any extras. He's just he's just able to survive. He can't go anywhere or be a big deal. Oh, yeah, Jeffrey. Where is it? Thoughts on... Oh, listen, let me tell you. Plus, this town hall for Trump is going to be... You guys are going to be watching a lot of reruns. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible. He's going to show how unqualified he is. Oh, he thinks he's king for a day. Nothing's worse. Nothing like thinking you're a hot piece of turd in a champagne glass and nothing you are is a cold turd in a Dixie cup. Oh, yes, I saw this too, you guys. The Wagner Group, they're saying that it's not true that they don't have enough supplies. Basically, they're not winning that war. And I see Putin threatening them, but he's threatening the wrong people because they're going to say, F you, we're out of here. That's what I saw. They're not going to be able to take what they wanted from the Ukraine. You know, Bronx, that's so funny you said that. I thought the same thing. Where are the Corgis? And may I say, I thought I saw them at Balmoral, and somebody that works at Balmoral on the estate is taking care of them. That's what I saw. Because none of the family wants them. Yeah, I know. Okay. Hi, Tris. Oh, Andrew has the Corgis. Okay. I saw someone taking them and taking care of them. Okay, you know what? Thank you. I saw it was somebody taking care of them. It was a male. But maybe he has permission to go Balmoral because I could see somebody walking those Corgis up in Balmoral. But if he has them, that's why they kicked out Meghan and Harry and gave him that place. So there's a place for... If he didn't have those dogs, they probably wouldn't have done that. Okay, that makes total sense. Okay, Water Lily. Let's take a look-see. Oh, I got 2,917 in the room. Oh, that's a good one. Someone just asked me, what does Ruth say about SCOTUS? We'll tap into Ruth Ginsburg. after I do info on the 8 or the 16. Oh, they're just now when I took a psychic look, I saw a bunch of hands in a box. That's what I saw. Nobody can talk fast enough. They're desperate not to be in trouble. What can I tell everybody about those 8 fake It's all fake. They're telling them fake, 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 like a bunch of hens. They want the offer. There's some sort of offer immunity, I guess. The ones that didn't come forward know that they're in trouble, but they're very... I almost feel like they might have asked for some sort of reprieve, but she wouldn't do it. Okay. Okay. So the demon is there. So there was some underhanded, ugly stuff going on. Okay. People that are talking passionately. They want them to know. We know they've given her information that's worth knowing. Justice will be served. Justice will be served. Did she say she wasn't going to start filing charges till June or July? This is a July card. Now, just real quick before we answer on Ruth, I want to see if we can get some sort of hit when Jack Smith is going to. Somebody was saying I wouldn't doubt if he starts filing charges at the end of this month. Of course, I put Sweet Talker on there. Let me ask. Tell me what I can do. Jack Smith. Now I can see him. Okay, let me go with this. Hold on. Let me go with this. Jack Smith. You heard that he went to the hearing with Pence. Ooh, Lindsey Graham's in trouble. This is to do with Fannie. Lindsey Graham has got some trouble. Okay, so let me go back. Jack, what is it you were saying? You know, you can't really tap into others without their permission, but in a way, he's allowed that opening. And I see him talking to 2 different, I think it's a woman and a man. And he's talking intensely about the charges they're getting ready to file. There's some big stuff with hiding classified information. The classified may come up first, and then after that will be the insurrection. Because if you look at these guys who just got hit, Trump is next. And let me tell you, Trump is talking on Truth Social big time, acting cray-cray. Oh, 3,000 in the room. Thank you, you guys. Okay. Okay, so fake. Okay, so I just did the fake electors. Now, you guys wanted me to tap into Ruth Ginsburg. Ruth. I used to be able to pick her up pretty easily. Ruthie, what do you want me to know? Oh, she just told me that she had known about Thomas. Oh, and the other guy, the one that died of a heart attack, that was her dear friend, he was getting money too, she's telling me. And they all had to keep their mouth shut. Even though they knew it wasn't right, they all had to keep their mouth shut. I think, what was that guy's name, the one that died suddenly? Scalia. I think Scalia was the one that told Jess Thomas, yeah, don't report it. I get this and that and this and that. Don't report it. That's what I just heard. Okay, Ruth. Geez, I'm picking up good today. Several justices will be forced to step down. I definitely feel Thomas is going, especially because of his wife, because his wife is going cray-cray. And that will be replaced by a Democrat. And I also feel, oh, you know what? I used to say Kavanaugh, but now I'm kind of wondering if it's that other guy. What's that guy that's so terrible? The one blabbed about the abortion thing. What is his name? Not Gorsuch. The old guy. Alito. I'm feeling something with Alito with his health that he might have to step down. Kavanaugh could be going too. There's a lot of stuff coming forward. But I see Alito and I see Justice Roberts before Kavanaugh, believe it or not. But it all goes right away. I'm seeing Justice Thomas. It's very sad, says Ruthie. But she wants you to know that the Supreme Court will go back to values and what it was before, that the numbers for the Supreme Court will be up again. She just said that to me. She just said that to me. Tell everyone that they will be able to trust the Supreme Court once again. Yeah, they're going to start term limits and judicial reviews. So, yeah, Thomas is going because I'm telling you what, this remember I used to tell you guys that I thought he would step down more so because he doesn't care about all this. Like, whatever, deal with it. I can do it. But they're going to get in trouble for IRS stuff. And her getting that money, in fact, she admitted it. Kellyanne Conway admitted that she was giving money. I think Jenny Thomas wasn't reporting it. And also it feels IRS-wise, she wasn't reporting it. So there's big trouble. Jenny Thomas is screaming, waving her arms. I can see it as I'm speaking to you. And I've told you this. She's talking to herself and he can't take it anymore. He's trying to hold off. He might have to leave before the presidential election. He really didn't want to have to leave with it. And she vehemently doesn't want him stepping down until a Republican's in place, but it's not going to happen. Okay. They're not good people. They were all bought and paid for, all the new justices. Okay. But Kellyanne almost acts, this attitude, some of these people, like whatever, like MTG, she just thinks she's the cat's meow. Now she's talking about getting rid of Pornhub. There goes her male constituents. Sheldon Whitehouse is a superhero. Let's look at Sheldon Whitehouse. Thank you, artists. Yeah, that's not going to happen, artist. Don't worry. Okay, Sheldon, what's your future? He's got a good future. They're going to put him in charge of things. Look at this. He's going to make sure that justice is done. Look how strong he's getting. Holy cow. Yeah, Biden might give him some place to sit, offering him, as much money as you can with a civil service job. Look at this. Sitting on the throne with Biden. So Biden will offer him something, but he's going to take care of that Supreme Court and others, but he's like the forefront. Okay. Okay, Felicity, I'll take a look. The governor of Kentucky, Andy Beshear. Is he Democrat? Felicia, is he Democrat? I don't think he'll take us to. Everybody always says, will they take a Supreme Court? Like Kamala will never be on the Supreme Court. It's not an easy job. Hi, Jazzy. Thank you. Okay, let's take a look at. Yes, because I felt like he was a Democrat. Will he win the second term? Somebody's saying yes to me. So let's double check. Let's do 3 cards. Being handed a second term. Okay. Okay. You know, a lot of these cray-crays are not going to do very well come the 24th. Oh, Jane, I do think that Kate has a little crush on Harry and vice versa. Okay, what happened to Jamie Foxx? Well, I'm going to tell you, I read on this before. He's come out and made an announcement and thanked everybody, but he was fighting something. I think he has something, maybe even cancer, but something he's fighting, something he's doing to take care. It was sudden, it was out of the blue, but I see him getting through it. Okay. The Handmaid, the female SCOTUS, I've said this a while ago, I definitely see her getting sick. I'm not wishing for it, and it may be a few years away, but it's female. I see her getting sick. Well, I'm not going to look at King George yet because it's just too far in the future. I don't know if there'll be a monarchy by then. Okay. I don't know if William will be king, but we got a lot. Down the road, we'll look at it. Mitch McConnell will try to block it, but he's not going to make it. And I do see Senator Feinstein coming back and getting through a whole bunch of justices. I see that. She's sick as a dog. She's not allowed to fly right now. But remember, I saw her coming back, and then she may leave right before the elections or something. Do you think Trump will ask Tucker Carlson to be his running mate? He's thought of it. I don't know why I keep saying that Carrie Lake, but Trump knows she's just as crazy as him. Let's see who the running mate is for Trump. Who's talking cray-cray on social media right now? Ooh, 3,372. Oh, this is a good one, too. We'll take a look at this because I thought that was weird. Hold on. Who will he choose? Is it a woman or a man? We ask for the truth and only the truth. I don't know why I'm picking up so good today. And I told you guys that I predicted somebody was going to win, and they did win. That happened. And everybody wrote me and said, Linda, you predicted it. Well, it's not me, it's my guides. But I also want you to know that Carol, E. Jean Carroll, is going to win her case too. Okay, so he's having, well, maybe he's not going to be able to run, you guys. Look at that. As prophesized, huh? Behind him is being cut out of the club. You know what I'm saying? Barking at the moon. He's just going to try to stay out of trouble. There's big trouble coming for him. Isn't that interesting? Interesting, too, that it's not showing a running mate. That is really interesting. So he may not qualify to run because there is nobody here. The outcome card is the 8 of Cups walking away from his dream. So that's what I'm seeing today, okay? So we want to know, why did the horses die at Churchill Downs? There was like 4 of them, right? Why did the horses die at Churchill Downs? My sister and her husband used to go to Kentucky Derby every year. Some good times. I've never been. I'm not into horse racing. Why did those babies die? Okay, I'm seeing some sneakiness. I'm seeing someone very sneaky. They got sick, really sick. Okay? And there's a man involved. There's something involved. I don't know if they're doing an autopsy on these horses, but it's like someone injected them with something. So the truth will be told, and it's not going to be pretty. Something out of the blue, something, they could have been poisoned, exactly. But it doesn't look like poison the way that they present it, but I do see some sort of investigation. I don't see Whitehouse, Raskin, or Garland going to SCOTUS. Sorry about that, you guys. I've said this before. I see the ones going to SCOTUS as sort of people we don't really know. Listen, I don't know if you guys watch that guy. What's his name? He does weather and earthquakes. And he talked about a glitch that happened the other morning right before the sun rose in California. And he said the radars and the satellites showed some, thank you, Pam, some sort of a glitch where you could see even the satellite shook. Something happened, and more so in Northern California, right before the sun rose. Could have been me getting out of the bed, you know what I'm saying? When I hit the house, when my feet hit the ground, boom. But that's what I saw. Something, that guy, what's his name? He's on YouTube. Anyway, he's really into weather and earthquake predictions. He's pretty good. That's him. That's him. Hold on. Come on. That's him. That's the guy, you guys. Check him out. Oh, Ian, that's so sad. Maybe a solar flare, exactly. Okay, so yeah, check it out, you guys. Look at his page, and it was about 2 days ago, and he shows on the map, and he even shows he does all maps. And apparently your regular maps that go on your, because what happened was he was watching the news and a weatherman was looking at something. He said, that was weird. He even mentioned it. So then he pulled out his computer and started looking. But the people who do the weather for like normal news stations and stuff, they've cut it out. So you can't see it. But on other ones, it's still there. Yeah, uptick. There was no, oh, hey, Dan. There was no slap in the face towards King Charles from Biden. Um, that was no slap in the face. Of course, it'd been 70 years since the coordination. I do see King Charles coming out here. Wonder if he'll bring the Rottweiler. No, I'm just kidding. I shouldn't say that. I will tell you guys one thing, and please forgive me, because you know God doesn't like this. They don't like nasty. But when they were talking about Diana when she died, I was so sad. I remember when they said she had died in this crash, and they said Doyed or something, and I thought it was a female, that she was with a female. I didn't know who he was. So I just watched the news 24/7, just cried like a baby. And they showed her beautiful face, you know. She was so easy on the eyes. And then all of a sudden they showed Camilla with that bowling hat on. You know how she wears that bowling hat? I jumped out of the bed. I was just, whoa, what the hell? The powder of Christ will compel you. Oh no. Susie's got something to say about. Oh, hold on. Anyway, she said that this guy has become a little do-bet Q in conspiracy. Damn it. Why do we never have nothing nice? Yeah, she smoked. Camilla smokes big time. Could be one of the reasons her life is a little bit limited. No, Diana was young, Laura. Diana was a child. And can you imagine marrying somebody who's supposed to be king? And on your honeymoon, he's got pictures of the woman and cufflinks, and knowing that he's talking to her 24/7, and she's a Cancer and she's a kid. And I would have been just as, I don't think Charles would be living if it was me. She was a kid. Yeah, she wasn't perfect. She turned into a heathen, but I can see why she did. That was cruelty. You know, he never was around her. He treated her like, when she threw the fits, like she was a child, like, and she wasn't intelligent like him. They didn't have the same interest. He had no business making her his baby maker. He did that to please his family. And she's a co-conspirator, Camilla is. They used her. And she knew it. And she tried to be a bitch about it, but she ended up dying for it. But I am not going to be on any kind of Diana wasn't great either, because I understand what happened to her. Because like I'm saying, when I was her age and I was still a virgin holding out, and this sucker's got this other woman, you know, a lot of people said, well, she should expect it. That's the way of the world. We all watched The Crown. We know Prince Philip was cheating on his wife all the time. But she took it, right? She swallowed it and she kept going forward. But, you know, at the end of the day, too, I was looking at that. You said it was so hard to see Camilla being crowned. But at the end of the day, the way Diana was talking to me when she's looking at this, and I could see the Queen there, too. All of this on the other side is a nothing burger. None of this at the end of the day makes your soul any better or your connection to universal consciousness, because it's all about you. And when you live like that with never having to suffer, well, I can't say that, because they suffer their own trials and tribulation, because it's not easy always being under a microscope. But at the end of the day, even him being king, it's a tradition, but at the end of the day, it's nothing. I don't know why I said that, but that's what I was hearing from Diana. At the end of the day, it's nothing. Even her son, William, possibly with a chance being king, at the end of the day, is nothing. All that counts is who you are and what you're about. Now, Charles is very good with about global warming. And that's why President Biden really is looking forward to working with him, because he's all about global warming. And let me tell you something else. I think President Trump finally left Ireland, lying and saying he was going back to approach E. Jean Carroll. But I think he was hoping to get an invite to the coronation, and they weren't going to do it. I'm telling you, he was lying when he said Queen Elizabeth told him he was the best president she ever met. Total lie. I laughed so hard when I read that. What does Ian say? Harry said to Charles 2 years ago, "You will not murder my wife like you murdered." Ooh, well, you know Harry plays it. You know, there's a lot of talk. There's a lot of talk. And let me tell you, maybe Charles didn't plan on this thing that happened. Maybe it was very tragic. But they took this child, this virgin child, manipulated her and made her angry, made her cray-cray, made her do things probably had it not been so bad, she wouldn't have been like that, you know. But he treated her like scum. And how dare she require his presence? I mean, she was desperate. She threw herself down a flight of stairs when she was pregnant. They were afraid of her. I think the Queen was afraid too. But, you know, and then she wanted to get back at him. I can see exactly, because let me tell you, I know you guys think that I'm sweet, but I'm not as sweet as I used to be. And I will tell you, I would have done the same damn thing. I would have done what I could do to let everybody know and release that tape where Prince Charles is talking about he wishes he could be Camilla's tampon. Oh, that was hysterical. Anyway, I really think Camilla has a thing towards Harry, that she's in his ear. But what breaks Diana's heart from the realm right now, well, her heart doesn't really break because she understands it all. Charles only hurting himself spiritually if he keeps on with this. Now, I understand he's talking to Willie, isn't talking to Harry, but I understand Charles is. He is his father. He is the co-creator of this man. And Harry was a handful, I guess. He wasn't as good in school. Anybody that listened to his book, I got his book, but I can't get through it all. But he was a handful. But Charles is his father, and he must always, always be there with unconditional love. You know, I see so many parents that decide, no, I'm just going to throw this child out, unless they killed your wife or something. But that statement he made towards his dad was because he had heard rumor that Charles was in on it. But it's also how Diana just turned cray-cray. You know, apparently Willie had to put up with a lot with her crying to him, and he was just a child. So yeah, I have it, and I got through 3/4 of it, but I haven't finished it yet. I wouldn't doubt if he had ADHD, because he has a hard time paying attention, and he did drugs, and he was the thorn in the family side, Harry was. But he got taken by that wife of his. There was a connection. Boom. Oh, interesting. I don't understand this, but I'll look it up. Benjamin said, oh, he has a big case of English courts against the tabloids. Oh, good. There's somebody else that said something that I wanted to put down. Yeah, Boudicca, but there are people who you see how I am now, thank God, but I was a person of revenge. Trust me. There's just some people get so angry, and especially if you've got a big ego, which I did back in the day, when it's, you want to hit back, because I was beat, and I refuse to let anybody else beat me. Oh, I'm going to answer this. She's asked several times. But somebody just said something that I thought was somebody wrote something about something that happened. Oh, here we go. Nas, I'm going to answer about Ivanka and May, but I want to put this up. Look at that, you guys. So there you go. Maybe it was the eclipse. Yeah. And Megan is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. So that didn't make Kate happy. Okay. I haven't finished Harry's book. I just haven't been able to finish it. So I'm going to actually sit down and finish it. Okay, so we need to know about in May. Someone wrote me. Nas, what did you say? You said, what about? Yeah, Jimmy's still in hospice. God love him. And I told you guys, he's definitely going this year. But my dad was in hospice for a couple of years. They told him Troy, you're about ready to go. And then he said, nah, don't tell me that. And then he got better. Okay. Oh, here it is. Ivanka for the month of May. She's in trouble, girl. Now, I don't see her going to jail, but there's some big trouble coming up. Tell me about Ivanka. She's not happy in her marriage. Ooh. She's not happy in her marriage, you guys, and money will be leaving her. She worries about what people think of her, but look at this. A lot of her life is spilling over. She might actually meet some new beau, somebody new. There's some sort of flirtation going on with her that gives her a little bit of happiness. But there's bad news coming. But I don't see jail. So the month of May is not Armageddon yet, but there's some cups being spilled. So that by the end of this month, we're going to hear more about her. Okay. And then Lisa wants to know, how's Biden doing? How's our Biden doing? You know what? I got to tell you, did you guys see the interview that they had on last night? The 11th hour gal did it. I can't think of her name. She really was inappropriate asking about Hunter. I just don't think that was appropriate. Because it's just these people are so ugly. A lot of it is fake news. But I do see maybe with Hunter something coming up with some income that he didn't. He's going to be fined with something, but it's not terrible. But the GOP is going to run with it. You're going to run with it, you guys. So sorry. Okay, and then we'll look at the debt ceiling. Taxes. Yeah, Terry. How's our Hunter Biden? How is our president? But they said, your old CEOs, they don't seek out CEOs your age. He said, because I'm wise and I'm experienced. Somebody said the reason he ran the first time was to go against Trump. And now that Trump's running again, he has no choice but to run because there's nobody else out there. He's working hard, you guys. I think he's going to manage to stop that debt ceiling thing. There's some sort of agreement here. Oh my God, for such an older man, I'm barely making it. I'm not even 70 yet, but let me tell you, I'm tired. I can barely get up, go make myself a sandwich, and get back to bed. I know you all feel sorry for me. So there's a lot of good news coming up, especially towards June, July. Oh, thank you, Irma. He's fulfilling his destiny, and he's tired. Are you kidding? He's 80 something. He's got enough money. He's not rich like Thomas, but okay, let me look. Don't worry, Be Free. They're going to have to give out info. Oh, I just read on Biden. Oh, I know. I was reading on the debt ceiling too. Don't worry. There's some stopping. So I don't know what happens here. Maybe the MTG gets hit. Somebody's going. Interesting. The Death card and the Ten of Swords. Any other readers in here? The Ten of Swords was the basis of it, and right next to it was the Death card. So something's going to change, and it might be ugly. But then we have, look at this. Look at this. We have the Six of Wands, which is success. We have the Ten of Pentacles, which is good success, monies. Could be even, look, our numbers, our unemployment numbers are up. Passion, new beginnings, almost 4 G's in the room. And negotiation coming. I'm telling you, something's going to happen. Maybe they'll even do it temporary, but they're not going to be able to pull it down. As crazy as some of those people say, let it fall. It feels like the actual, because they've talked to other people, not people in the Biden administration. They've talked to economists, and there's people telling them, dude, you do this, it's over for the Republicans. Yeah, it's over. Maybe they even got word about what they're planning on doing to stop this. Maybe that's what is showing that it'll be successful. So it could be the 14th. Now, Ukraine's winning. It's in the music, Diane. Don't you worry. I see them winning back the House artists because it's getting too ugly. They're doing this stuff that's not very right, and religion in the schools, and notebooks, and it's just cray-cray. As much as people would rather not it be Biden because he's so old, they got nobody right now. So, okay, you guys. Well, it's over an hour, and I know you all already fallen asleep while you're sitting here. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. Jack Smith will get her. Thank you, Jenny. Thanks to those who've given. Thank you, Irma. Love you guys. This was fun. So tomorrow I'll be on, but not live, with Sterling. And you guys have sent your questions, so thank you so much. Wait, hold on. That was funny. Where is it? Somebody just said I would vote for a piece of lettuce rather than vote for Trump. I thought that was hysterical. Well, I lost it. Okay, you guys, love you. See you mañana. Warriors tonight. Cheers. Bye.